How British Columbia votes in 5 minutes. First off, we have the city of Victoria. Beautiful city, beautiful people. I mean, you can't really go wrong. The city and the surrounding regional area primarily votes for the NDP, a left-wing and pro-union party, apart from the Saanich Gulf Islands riding, which was carried by the Greens last election. This comprises one of the two seats that the Green Party of Canada currently holds, the other being in Kitchener, Ontario. I mean, the Green Party has tried to carry other Victoria ridings. However, Saanich Gulf Islands remains the only riding the Green Party holds in BC. In conclusion, Victoria is primarily left-leaning, voting NDP and Green. Important issues are the environment, housing prices with some of the highest in the country along with Vancouver, and social justice and equality issues. And now into the largest city, Vancouver. Vancouver proper has a strong tendency to vote Liberal, with some of the only consistently Liberal ridings in British Columbia. The other ridings in the city and the areas around it went to the NDP, apart from the more eastern ridings around Coquitlam, which went to the Conservatives. The Liberal Party is more influenced in the inner city of Vancouver, with the more affluent regions there voting for the Liberals as they represent more of a big business platform. The less wealthy regions of the east and south lean far more towards the NDP, and if you go even more east, you start to get more conservative ridings. So what matters in Vancouver? Well, the homelessness problem and the high addiction rate are a huge issue in the city. The price of housing and affordability of living and the climate are all huge factors in voting. Next, we have Kelowna. Kelowna is a beautiful city in eastern BC, and the surrounding Okanagan region is a popular tourist destination. Kelowna and the surrounding Okanagan areas usually votes Conservative, though the South Okanagan-West Kootenay riding is an exception, as it has been carried by the NDP since its creation in 2013. Culturally, Kelowna and the eastern interior of BC is different from the west coast, especially in regards to social issues and change, and there's a lot of influence from Alberta and other more conservative prairie provinces. Voter issues in Kelowna are similar to the rest of the BC, with concern about inflation and the high cost of living dominating local politics. However, issues such as social justice and other political topics are different from the West Coast, as they have a far more conservative lean in BC's southern interior. And now, onto the wilderness of northern BC. The far reaches of northern BC can be divided between three ridings: Skeena Bulkley Valley, Prince George Peace River Northern Rockies, and Caribou Prince George. Traditionally, northern BC has had a huge economy in forestry, but in recent years there has been a slump in that industry, and more jobs are at risk, which is a big worry for the people of this area. There is also great contention in northern BC in regards to environmental and indigenous issues, including the various pipelines and indigenous land rights and sovereignty. Pipelines especially have drawn criticism and protests, and climate crises like these will get worse in northern BC as the climate crisis continues to deepen in Canada and across the world. The riding on the west coast votes consistently NDP. However, once you go south and east, northern BC quickly becomes a conservative stronghold. So what matters to voters in northern BC? Well, a combination of climate issues, job and work related to the forestry industry, and pipeline and indigenous rights issues all affect voters in northern BC. In conclusion, British Columbia votes for a bunch of different parties and beliefs, which is pretty awesome. The province tends to be far more liberal on the coast and Vancouver Island, with the interior being far similar to Alberta and other strongly conservative provinces. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and here's a very special message from Brian.
Hi, this is Brian. Please subscribe.